It's a story of growth, prosperity. It's a story of a can-do spirit. It's our story. It's Houston's story. Business is booming, thriving. There is an energy, a zeal, a drive for all that is ahead. We are a city with no limits to what we can achieve. We remain where we have always been, at the forefront, pushing, challenging, and answering whatever challenge is presented. But look inside this city, infused with opportunity, and you will see there is a gap, a big gap. From business to business, from industry to industry, and more, from Houstonian to Houstonian, there are real business and human capital challenges that we as a community must not only address, but fundamentally solve. And how we tackle them will in many ways define our future. And that is why our business community, our educational institutions, and social service organizations have come together in a way they have never before, together to ensure that our tomorrow is as promising as today. They are the inspiration and the drivers behind Upskill Houston, a long-awaited solution to address the dramatic and growing requirement for a more highly skilled workforce to support many of the industries that serve as the foundation to our economy: oil and gas, petrochemical, advanced manufacturing, healthcare, construction, ports, as well as maritime and utilities. Upskill Houston will close the gap in the middle skills area, where today alone more than 74,000 high-paying careers exist, with starting salaries of $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 and more. Yet there are not enough skilled Houstonians to fill them. That must change, and we must change it through education, training, innovative collaboration, and unprecedented partnerships. That is the heart and soul of Upskill Houston, and our solution for addressing the middle skills job challenge. But this is not about filling jobs. It is about filling gaps, knowledge and skill gaps, with programs in our high schools and community colleges, with certificates and degrees that require far less than 4 years to complete. It is about creating a platform for careers, meaningful, long-lasting, and high-paying careers. Careers that fuel our business and fundamentally transform lives. It is about delivering the necessary skills and ensuring the qualifications to fundamentally and forever upskill our workforce. This is our promise, and it is the promise we must and will fulfill to ensure our continued growth and prosperity as a leading global city, one which values its people as well as the businesses they work to support. Together we can. Upskill Houston. Success demands skills.
How's 6 o'clock?
For more than 6 decades, the distinctive, meticulously maintained yellow and black helicopters have flown more hours in more conditions than any other civilian company in the world. In fact, only the U.S. military and military of the former Soviet Union have flown more. PHI was the first to achieve virtually every civilian helicopter flight milestone, and today has logged nearly 12 million flight hours serving the oil and gas industry, the air medical industry, and technical services field. In all, PHI Incorporated and its wholly owned subsidiary, PHI Air Medical, operate out of bases across the Gulf Coast of the United States of America and have performed in more than 51 countries across the globe. But that is only where PHI's story begins. It was PHI that pioneered a service. It was PHI that rethought how people could be transported quicker, safer, and more efficiently using helicopter transportation. Throughout our history, it has been PHI at the forefront of change and exploration, innovating many industry-leading practices of today. From our beginnings, we never wavered on our commitment to always doing what is right, what is most safe, and what is best for the customer. But at PHI, it is what happens behind the scenes that defines the company's ability to perform at the highest levels around the world. There is an unquestioned ownership and empowerment of every employee to stand up, speak out, and take action against any unacceptable risk. Anywhere, anytime, any person. It is part of the culture and how we work. Like the values that steer the company, there are those things that are not spoken and rarely seen that define performance at PHI. It is an attention to detail. It is an unwavering dedication to working and being safe. It is a passion for doing things the PHI way. No matter what part of the company you work for, no matter what part of the world you're working in. It is the detail and the handwork inside the aircraft. The attention to the way materials are sewn and crafted together, the way our aircraft are prepped and painted for service in some of the most extreme and unforgiving elements in the world, the way the technology is intricately embedded in the cockpit and throughout the aircraft, the careful way the environment is respected and employees are protected, the thorough training in specially designed workspaces, in simulators, in conditions that mimic real-life scenarios. It is our industry-leading programs that demonstrate trends and predict patterns in both aviation and maintenance that drive performance and ensure the safest operations. We go to unequaled lengths because we believe that there is always a better way. And that has been PHI's story from the beginning. Transporting well over 1 million passengers each year from offshore platforms and state-of-the-art heliports across the Gulf Coast, from international waters, from remote locations around the globe, and critical patients from life-threatening scenes or leading healthcare institutions across the world. PHI is there with world-class commitment to transport, to serve, and to care. Committed to performing for the most sophisticated, safety-conscious companies, institutions, and organizations in the world. Committed to one way, committed to values that drive performance and define not only the company, but the people who define the company. We are proudly PHI.
The human hand has 27 bones. It can do amazing things. Rushing, saving, responding, helping, caring, reviving, lifting, holding.